Happy New Year. It's Monday, January 8th, and it's me, Noelle Curtis. And this is my first of many to come Motivational Mondays. Now, this is a little different from my weekly success call, which is to our subscribers. This one is just for the general public. I'm so excited to allow you all into my mental space. And my plan is to bring it to you every Monday. It'll either be live or pre-recorded. It's just what it is. It's life. And it's a developing project. But today, I want to talk to you guys about something that's so important as you start your new year. You know, everyone is all about time management and how you're evaluating the use of your time and making sure that you're having the best impact that you can. And I want to talk about something that is even more important, which is shaming people about their schedule and their time management. Let's stop doing that. It is a new year. People are all at different places in their lives. And if you can't help somebody move to another level, like kind of think about it and maybe keep the comment to yourself or something like that. But this came from just years of experience and having conversations with people about how they manage their time. This one is pre-recorded because I get up early. And now I'm at a point in my life where I'm able to, talk freely and have some different conversations about different things in life. But today we're going to talk about stop schedule shaming people. And this is a true activity that goes on. Um, I was in a founder entrepreneurship workshop a couple of weeks ago, and the icebreaker was talking about how your morning started to get to that point in the day. And the meeting was about 11:30 in the morning. And so when we go around the circle and you hear people talk about how, oh, I got up and I, worked out and or I checked some emails and then, I made my way here to the meeting. And when it came my turn, I was like, okay, yeah. So I woke up at like 5 o'clock. I did some meditation. I did some quiet reading. I did some workout. Then I made breakfast. Um, I made lunches for the kids and then I, checked some emails. Then I dropped the kids off. And then I did some appointments. And then I made my way here. And the host of the circle, she was like, oh my God, like you do too much. And I was like, okay, well, why do you have such a comment about my schedule? Right. We had all these other schedules that went ahead of mine. And she was like, you're just doing so much. Like, how are you able to focus on fundraising for your company full time? And I said, well, I'm not a full-time fundraiser. I never said I was, never intended to be. I have financial responsibilities at home. And so she was just like, well, you really need to, prioritize your schedule. And I'm like, my schedule is absolutely prioritized. I'm here, I'm active, I'm present, I'm checking off benchmarks that I, have set for myself. And I just, I walked away from that meeting feeling like, you shaming me for my schedule. Everyone has different points in their lives where they have more time and more flexibility. And some people don't, and it's okay. And I think we have to be okay with standing up for how our schedules work and how they flow for us. But most importantly, understanding that if you are managing your time well and you are achieving things that you've set out for yourself, that's okay. Everyone has a different idea of what time management for efficiency could look like. But in my humble opinion, it is, are you accomplishing what you've committed your time to do? So a lot of people did not know that I worked a second job outside of Launch and Busy Boulevard. And it's true, I do, so it's a commitment of time to an employer as well as a commitment in time to employees that I have. So it is a duality of mind frame and activity. And it's okay. It's what I choose to do. And I have transparency with my organization. And so it works for me. Doesn't work for everyone. Not every organization, is that compassionate or caring about you pursuing entrepreneurial endeavors in your own life. And that's okay, to an extent. At some point, I believe you'll have to make a decision on, is this the type of life and the type of mandates on my time that I want to stand for, or do I want to make some changes? That was one of the main reasons why I even walked away from corporate America like over 12 years ago to start my own company. And then with the pandemic, you have to close your company, you have to reevaluate. And I chose to take a job, work in someplace else, but at the same time, I knew that it was not going to be a forever situation. It was going to be a temporary or a point in my life where I had to, again, support financial obligations that my family and my household has. And so let's just, be more kind and generous to people and understanding that they're doing the best that they can with their time and with their time management. And help them through that, give some tips or some tricks or some, here's some helpful insight, or here's a tool that I use to help with my time management. Now, for me, time management, what works best for me is planning my day the night before and really laying out what I have to absolutely accomplish. And I have to juggle actually 5 schedules, because well, 6 schedules, if I'm thinking of it in its entirety. It's 6 schedules, right? It's my husband, it's my 2 children, it's my job, and it's my company. And then I still have to find time for myself personally within that as well. So theoretically, we're now at 7 schedules. And I think that for me personally, laying out my time the night before and really thinking things through about what I want to accomplish for the week is extremely helpful. And so I'm curious as to what you all do to be more intentional with your time and your time management, and then also how you encourage people on how they use their time. Now, I do a lot of business coaching, and I ask people how they use their time all the time. Time is a big a big part of people's lives, and so we can't escape time. So being able to control it the best way you can is important. But I'm curious to share it out in the comments how you use your time management tools or resources that you have. And it'd be great for me to see and share back out in our next week's call. But so first I do, again, plan out my night the night before, writing it all out. And then I give myself grace if I don't accomplish everything on my list when the day is done. And then I see what I can move over to the next day. Now, I will be honest, I didn't always operate like this, but part of me having this early rise mentality, I mean, I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, technically I'm out of bed at 5, but I'm up earlier. I'm up at like 4ish, just laying and thinking about my day and, kind of centering and quiet in my mind. But once I'm up, my energy just starts flowing. And it's like, okay, I know that I will, at some point, I'll take a power nap during the day. My friends and I would call them adult naps, and that's okay too. But I learned that trick in high school. It was a 15-minute power nap after lunch. And so you will be amazed at how 15 minutes can recharge you just by closing your eyes and walking away from your phone, your emails, and literally like just shutting the world out for 15 minutes and literally taking a nap. You could take it sitting up, you could take it laying down, you can do it in your car. It is a-okay to take an adult 15-minute nap in your day, in your schedule. But so that is, some motivational insight for today. Again, these motivational Mondays, they're not meant to be long and drawn out, but just encouragement of, you can do this, particularly if you are thinking of transitioning into your own company and you're working for someone else. This is going to be one of the most crucial resources that you have. How do you manage your time? I absolutely advise not to work on your company while you're on someone else's time. I said this earlier. Yes, I work for someone else while I have my company. So these live or these, pre-recordings, they come during a lunch break, or I've taken personal days, not to abuse that relationship, because there's mutual respect that I expect them to respect me, and I want them to know that I respect them. So I encourage that as well. If you're starting a company, don't abuse your current employer's time and their resources when they are, contracting you to be focused on them. So there's another point you want to think about as you're managing your time. But write your night out, or write your day out the night before. That's helpful. Take a 15-minute power nap during the day, and do not work on your new company on your job's dime. Okay. So there's some motivation for you today, this Monday, January 8th. I love you. Be blessed. And I will see you next week.